everyone, welcome. I'm Dark Sky, and today we are playing Empyrion. We're continuing on our little quest here of trying to figure out where our UCH crew went. UCH is a company that, or like a military kind of thing that we're trying to figure out where all of our other members went, our brothers and sisters, if you will. And they seem to have crash landed on this planet. And now we're finding that they ended up going to a spaceport, but we don't know where they went. And the only people that can tell us want something from us, and they want us to do something a little sketchy. So I guess that's what we're going to be doing next. We got to go accept this job. So I did end up making the ships here. So I got my HV right here, which is my miner. And so I got the miner sitting there. And then I have this little scout ship here. And the scout ship is the one we're going to be using today to go around and try to figure out what the quest is that we need to do and where we need to go about and get it done. So let's get started. Let's get into this, and we'll get going. So what we need to do is that we need to go back to the trade station, which should be like right down here, maybe, or here. Yeah, so it's right there. That's where we need to go. So we'll go to that one there. And where is it on here? I should see it. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's that orange, you know, kind of just throws me off. Yeah, so here we are. We're flying over to that location on our way. I mean, we can do... So there we go. We can kind of see like what's around us and all that. And this is a great way for us to scout and look for different places and bases and whatnot. So we're going to cruise down here, and let's see, I'm thinking I'll just fly into one of these. Kind of a tight area right there, but I think I can make it as long as I can level out. Okay, let's turn off. You don't need to waste anything. We're going to go back up top, talk to this guy. Need my light either. Don't need to blind everybody. Maybe it's this guy here I need to talk to. Are you ready to accept job? This one shouldn't be too difficult, but we don't want Polaris affiliated with the target or its contents if things go wrong. I'm ready. Small Trade Federation cargo freighter was carrying sensitive cargo for us when it had engine trouble and had to set down outside the safe zone. It's only a matter of time before the Xerox patrols discover it and call it in, at which point they'll likely shoot first and ask questions later. Your job this time is to find where the freighter went down and do what it takes to get them off the ground. If patrols come sniffing around, make a big show of defending the freighter. So they think it's affiliates with the UCH instead of Polaris. Okay. You won't be reimbursed for any materials or components that may be needed to repair the ship, though, so keep that in mind. As for payment, your going rate is 10,000 credits for this job. If you do a good job, you might get a bonus. I've sent a data packet to your AI regarding the details of your job. Delete it when you're done. Now get going. All right. I have received a data packet from the Administrator Command. I am uploading the tracking location data and disabled freighter to your display. According to the manifest, it seems the freighter is carrying weapons technology that is heavily restricted by Imperial law. It may be worth investigating what weapons the Xerox don't want in Polaris hands. So keep the down freighter, huh? They don't make it easy, do they? They come right out of there and like smack into a tree. All right, so what we need to do is figure out where this freighter is. Oh, that was easy. Ship landing site. Let's head on over there and have a peek. Okay, so I found the freighter. Looks like the crew already on the ground performing repairs. The mission data says it's required to board the ship and report to the captain on the bridge. Ah, here we go. Captain, I heard that you were in some trouble and needed some help. You're the one Polaris sent to help us, eh? I'm Orly, captain of the Diomes. Rest of the crew out here patching damage from the bad landing we had. Hit some junk as we were coming in on approach. Smashed our engine pods up real bad. I hope you've got some spare parts because we ain't getting this tub off the ground anytime soon. If you look here, them Zacks are getting ready to poke us onto moving, only we can't. What do you need me to do? Need you to go give the crew a hand with the repairs. We've already emptied our supplies on patching the engine pods, but there's some kind of problem with the landing gears. They're sending false signals to the ship's core. You probably passed me engineer on the way up here, up the ramp. He's working on landing gears now and says needs help, but I don't got no one else to send. So that's where you need it. Come back to me when you're done helping him. I'll see what I can do. It's really hard to read that because it's almost like he's trying to speak like a pirate, but he's an alien. So should speak like an alien, all right? All right, Captain already called down to say that you're to help me sort out this problem. I hope you know how to fix magnetic interlocks with vacuum tape because we're out of spare parts to fix properly. Can't you make more parts? Don't have the raw materials to make replacement parts. The ship's constructor is being screwy ever since the engine's overheated. We've got problems all over the ship thanks to the piece of junk we hit. The problem is that the sensors in the landing gear keep telling the ship's computer that we're flying over the ocean. Now, I'm working on it on this end, but I need more parts, and we're all out of them. I thought I saw a constructor on my way to the bridge. Can't you make more parts? The constructors are controlled by the ship's computer, and it's blown a CPU extender, which means it's over a CPU limit. That means that the constructors are running at 10% speed, everything's drawing more power to run process internally, and the generators are running hot to deal with the extra power draw, and weapon tracking is offline. Your ship will have the same problems if it goes over the processing limit, so make sure you got enough CPU extenders to run your ship. Every CPU extender adds to the processing limit. None of that stupid CPU tier business. So what do you need me to do? Grab a pen and I'll tell you the parts that I need to go. 50 steel plates, 30 mechanical components, 48 electronics, and 20 plastic tubing. Wow, that's a lot. I've copied the list to your PDA, so it shouldn't be a problem. Better get to it then. Them Zacks will be knocking on our door soon, and I don't want to be caught with my pants down. I'll get right on it. The list of the items and Diomes engineer requested from is added to your PDA commander. You might find them by selecting the current active mission and task. All right. Seems like we have a few things we need to go take care of now, huh? So we need to go back to the ship and we got to go make this whole list of stuff. Let's see here. Where is our ship? I thought that I had it set. Apparently it came off. So let's see what to do that. And there's our ship right there. And I probably want to like note this area here. So we'll show this. There we go. And we'll come back to it once we get, you know, a few items under our belt. And we bring all the stuff back to these guys. What I'm curious about, though, is how we're going to get... I mean, are we able to have all that stuff on our current person without it overloading us? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so here we are back at our ship. Let's see if we can't get the necessary components and get back to back there to take care of that ship and get moving. So it wanted the 48. It wanted 20 of the tubing. It wanted 30 some of these things, and it wanted 50 of those. Okay, good. So it turns out we can hold all that stuff. All right, so let's head back and see if we can't get this turned in. All right, so here we are back at the other ship where we're going to like repair these guys. But you know, I'm thinking I'm getting a little low on food, but I'm hoping that I can knock this out, go get my credits, and then I'm thinking I'm going to get myself a nice big hamburger. As long as I don't die from hunger first. All right, so let's get over to this guy here. Need the list again? Yeah, no. Brought you the parts you needed. Nice work, mate. I'll have this repaired in 15 minutes. We should be able to take off. If you're lucky, they'll feather the throttles so it doesn't overload again. We'll need to set her down to the trade station for proper repairs, though. Captain ain't gonna be happy about that. Go up to the bridge and tell the captain about the good news with the repairs and the pre-flight checks. We're looking good at an hours long as nothing goes wrong. Tell him. Alrighty. Damn it. I thought we'd have more time. You Polaris guys, how's the repairs coming? Engineer says the repairs will be done in 15 minutes. The pre-flight checks another 40. That ain't enough time. The ships will be here in less than 5 minutes and the Diamond's guns are still out of commission. By the looks of it, you ain't equipped to deal with high-speed bombers neither. You know how to use a manual control on a turret? This Tubbs guns might not have target tracking, but you can still take control of them and fire them manually. Head downstairs to either the core room at the rear of the or the ship's computer room at the front. We got a flak turret on the front and Gatling turret on the back. That'll be a holographic interface against the ceiling. Go on up to it and interact with the bottom of the turret to take manual control. Use them to shoot down the Zack ships before they blow up my ship. I'm on it. There's guys, let's go and get shooting. All right. So I'm supposed to like look up and see something up on the ceiling. Well, that's got to be it. Oh yeah, this gun's really hard to control too. Oh, I thought I almost had that guy too. There we go. Oh, is he going to run into the ship? Oh, yeah, he is. All right. Let's go out there and let's go loot him up. There's one right there. Should have been another one that ran into the side of the ship over here. Oh, there's one right back there. I don't want to run, because if I run, I run through my food faster. I'm trying not to do that. Trying not to run through the food too quickly. Hopefully I can hang in there long enough until I can get to the, get back, get my 10,000 credits, and oh, look at that, all kinds of goodies. All right, let's get up here. Let's talk to the captain, see what he's got to say. Fine shooting there, kiddo. You're really stuck into the Zax thugs. If you ever get tired of running errands for Polaris, you should come work for me. Over in the Trade Federation, we'll be glad to have someone like you aboard. I'm afraid I have prior engagement with Polaris, so I'll have to take a rain check on that, Captain. That's too bad. Can't blame Pren for trying. Now, since the Zax saw you coming aboard, they think you've taken over the ship and don't want nothing to do with a hostage situation. So call Polaris and sort it all out for them. Looks like you're in the clear, I reckon. Since I know that you're fixing to get in your ship and that Polaris will probably stiff you on a bonus, I'm giving you an insulation bonus for your suit and a little extra. It'll make it easier to get around in space in cold places. There's an armor locker down in the hold that you can use to put the booster on your suit before you leave. That's very generous. No, it ain't. Most people from Polaris take the cargo and split and leave us to the deal with the Zax ourselves. Don't you turn out like them. Only thing they care about is creds. Right, get off my ship. Off with you. Get on it. All right, so you're on, Captain. Oh yeah, I got some creds there. So man, I don't know if I'll make it to my food in time. But he was mentioning that there is an armor locker around here. This has got to be it. So let's put this insulation booster on there. That'll help with my armor and everything, so that I can be in colder climates before I start freezing, like space. Space is pretty cold. All right, so next thing is to return back to the trade station and report back with the guy. Let's see here. Wonder if I can, is those things still smoking there? No, they're not. They're probably gone already. All right, so let's get back to the trade station. Wonder if I can make it back there before I run out of food totally. All right, looks like we made it and we got ourselves some food. We got the money in the ATM just in the amount of time. So we got 1,500 credits and all that, so we get to play with. And I got something to eat, and so now we're going to head into the administrative security office. Welcome back. I just received word from the Xerox that the Terran Terrace has taken control of a freighter and wants Polaris to handle negotiations. That's quite a coup you pulled off, and we at Polaris are very happy with the results of the transaction. Not only can we get important taxes written off for the cargo, We got leverage over the local authorities since they launched an attack against a trade federation freighter. I expect to be paid accordingly. You did well on this assignment. So I've authorized you to give you 2,500 bonus on top of the original 10,000 credits offered. I'm sure the freighter's captains likely gave you the bonus as well. And the UC crew who made a deal with you, what about them? I was about to get to that. The exact details on the people's contracts are still classified, so I summarized them for you. The naval personnel agreed to long-term contracts with Polaris to loan us 2 teams of UC Engineer Corps to provide Terran equipment and manufacturing processes to Polaris Megacorp in exchange for funding transportation and opening a dialogue with the various Polaris Megacorp subsidiaries. Wow, that's a mouthful. Upon completing arrangements, the clients were taken to Phoenix 62 in orbit aboard a pair of transports for medical attention and to be assigned a long-distance couriers to their chosen destinations. What's Phoenix 62? Phoenix 62, or just Phoenix Station, is a major transport and trading hub for Polaris in orbit above this dump of a planet. We'll need a ship or teleport clearance to reach it from here. If you're looking for transport logs and clearance to the station, I recommend you ask for the attendant at the cargo bay on level 2. I've sent them an authorization to give you that information. And with that, our business together is concluded. I hope I don't see you again. Yeah, same to you. All right, so let's go up to level 2 here. Cargo Bay Shipping is a shipping and transport company. Upper level commander, the operators of paratransport shuttles. You think it's this guy? It's got to be this guy, right? Welcome to Cargo Bay, the #1 shipping and transport company in this quadrant. I'm afraid we can't book any flights at this time. Send a package, book a flight, administrative purposes. You have logs for me. Oh, yes. Administrator has sent me a message about that. You're looking for transport logs for a chartered flight for almost 4 years ago. That's a long time. Do you know what you're looking for? 2 shuttles carrying humans to Phoenix Station. Give me a moment, sir. There's only one flight that matches that criteria. The 2 shuttles transported 27 of your humans to Phoenix Station. 3 of them went to Oi Medical for long-term medical treatment, while the remaining passengers were booked for transport on a pull-set convoy. The flight was booked and paid for by the Polaris Executive Board. Medical is one of the major medical healthcare centers and the suppliers of the various medications in the Arcan Republican and Xerox Empire. They have a small branch on Phoenix Station. They don't usually handle long-term care, but this Ensign Emerson must have been in bad shape. So how do I get to the Phoenix Station? Normally, you'd be able to book a flight with us. Unfortunately, a hijacker has apparently crashed a freighter, so the Imperial authorities have ordered us to hold all commercial transfer flights off the planet so the hijackers can't escape. If you don't have teleport clearance, then your only other option is to use personal spacecraft. The Empire can't stop private flights. So there's nothing stopping you from flying up there yourself if you have your own small ship. If you do not have your own ship, I can give you the coordinates of the Phoenix Station and clearance to use the main hangar at the Phoenix Station. Is that something you'd be interested in? That's exactly what I need. I'm sure I can sort the ship out for myself. I've sent the access codes to the coordinates of Phoenix Station. to your personal device. Thank you for choosing to fly with the cargo bay. Hey, and we reached level 13. We must have gotten a lot of XP for that. Having signed the contract with the Polaris Mega Corporation, you've been handed your first active lead in finding the rest of the UCH fleet. Somewhere above the planet is Koenig Station, a hub that freighters and transport crafts call home, to which the UCH survivors were transported to and left to regroup with the rest of the Navy. Somewhere there is surely the next lead to the location of the missing fleet. But things are never that simple. A threat looms near, and an ally is in danger, and only you can save her. Dun 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 dun. All right, so looks like we got some work on our hands. Commander, I have the location of Koenig Station queued up on my display, and I plotted the course of the station's landing bay. I would recommend you reach it as soon as possible. All right. What's the rush, Ida? It's been almost 4 years. What's another couple of hours? I've intercepted a Xerox transmission calling for a Xerox carrier to reinforce the area following your escapades aboard the Diomedes. It would be in your best to reach the Koenig Station before it arrives, Commander. That could be a problem. Keep me posted on the whereabouts of the carrier, and if you think it's onto us, I'll speed things up down here, Ida. Will do, Commander. Bringing up course data. Okay, so I'm thinking before we head off to, beyond the wild blue yonder, I think this is a huge ship, isn't it? He's even got a spacecraft on there and everything. That's pretty huge. Quite a big ship. Wonder what kind of ship that is too, Pretty nice. It looks like it's got like several layers to it. Wow, it's got a little cargo bay in the back here. So you could almost like, because it's got like a little red thing right there. So that looks like a way for it to kind of line up and be able to bring a ship in. But if you were to bring it in, oh, I see, there's doors down there. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, that thing is huge. That's one big ship right there. I tell you, I don't even know what kind of ship that is, but boy, I tell you, that'd be a nice ship to have. Got all kinds of little cargo bays on it and stuff like that. That'd be neat. Huh. And it's got these crazy guns right here on the front. I don't know. But anyways, I think what we need to do is we need to get back to our ship here and get ready for, whatever our next step is going to be. Where are we going next? We are going to the Koenig Station, which is in outer space. So that should be interesting to find out what is going on up there. Why did I thought that there was only like 7 or so of the UCH survivors, but they said that there was 28 of them. So, wow. So 28 survivors. That's pretty awesome. So we got to kind of follow the breadcrumbs and try to figure out where they went and how do we catch up with them. All right, so here we are. We're getting back to our ship now. And I think I'm just going to leave my ship down here and I'll just fly up with this little SV. And that'll probably be a little easier to deal with in case like we ended up getting into a fight or something up there. So, but I may want to get some more ammo on the ship just in case we get into a nasty dogfight. So it uses 7.62 millimeter rounds. which doesn't really seem that big. That seems kind of a small ammo. But yeah, so that's what we need. Or is it 12.7? I think it's 12.7 rounds. So we are all loaded, ready to go. But I think right now that is probably going to be doing us for today. We've come a long ways. We found out that we had the wrong amount of UCH crew that we were looking for, but now we know. And so we are getting closer. I feel like we're getting closer. Like we're going up to the space station. Maybe that'll tell us like where they would. Maybe they're on a planet nearby. I don't know. But well, I think we're going to find out here soon. We're going to find out soon. So that's going to be pretty neat. Pretty excited. So I want to thank all Dark Sky Patreons and channel members for the support to the channel. It really means a lot to have you guys here to support me. And if you also love the content and want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. You can get access to special badges and the emojis and stuff like that. You can use in comments. You also get Discord ranks and rules as well. So, you know, just a whole slew of different perks and abilities that you can get through the becoming a member. And then if you enjoy what we do and you want to help us create even more amazing content, hit that join button down below. Have a peek. You know, you might be surprised. Your support would mean the world to us. And so anyways, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit that like, and let us know how we're doing on that, you know, by how many likes we're getting on it. I hope to see you on the next one. You take care now, and bye-bye.